Not Nandi throwing tantrums as soon as she realizes that Usolomzi wants to move on with a different girl, their helper, someone who helps looks after their son. Nandi Miguel, why are you feeling the pain? Why is the pain landing? Did you not started cheating in your marriage? If Solomzi does it back to you, it's wrong. Nandi, Soze, I love it for Solomzi. I feel like Solomzi should pay a bit of revenge. Now, a relationship with Solomzi and Umapoloba, according to me, it's a bit of toxic relationship that they have, partnership, whatever that you want to call it, as Solomzi legit forced Umapoloba to kill his brothers because Umapoloba came for Uvelaphi. Lalela Usolomzi was like, I'm not gonna let that one go. I am not gonna let it go. Okay, you want revenge, there it is. Take it up on your brother. I do feel like Umapoloba at some point feels a bit betrayed and did not expect that he will have to avenge his daughter to his brother. Now, I love it for my girl, Uthenjiwe, baby girl, Popile, Uvukile, Umalambang. Lalela, she is buying herself a brand new house and a brand new Wells Kasana. I'm like, I'm here for it, Thenjiwe. This is what I'm here for, okay? I want you to pop. I want you to succeed in like the way they have been oppressing you on Isita. This is your chance to shine and get all the success that you need because, baby girl, you deserve. You deserve. If there is any one person that I know that deserves success, it's definitely Thenjiwe. Sandra Isita, why? Like, I can't understand why the writers are doing Umamsonto this dirty. So Umamsonto legit is never supposed to be in love. Mom Sonto has recently found herself love, Kesana. And, you know, Mom Sonto being the pastor or rather a church woman that she is, she's like, listen, we have to get married, okay? Unfortunately, Solomon's uncle does not have enough money to marry Umam Sonto, but he is very much excited and optimistic that he will come up with the money. He has recently found work in the funeral parlor hired by Usolomzi. And he's like, yes, I'll marry you. But Umam Sonto is like, no, that could take forever. Okay, I'm thinking that I should borrow you the money. Little did they know that their problems are starting. There is Usem Gumede, who has recently surfaced from where I do not know, but Usem Gumede here claims that he is the brother of Usolomni, Umam Sonto's ex-husband. And unfortunately, he does come with bad news that Mam Sonto's ex-husband has indeed passed away. And also, according to their customs, they feel like he is the right person to take over and who has been appointed to look after Umam Sonto and the children. Sana, when I tell you that I feel sorry for uncle. I feel sorry for Solomzi's uncle. I seem to forgot his name. Like, can somebody please tell me what is his name? And, you know, even when Solomzi turn his back on him and be like, sorry, Malume, oh, like, at this point, I don't trust you, okay? I trust that man better than I trust you. But umalume, you know, Solomzi, you cannot be serious that you trust a strange man that you don't know over me. Like, you have known me for like a couple of months or so, but this man, you just legit don't know him. But Usolomzi Utinje Soze Sana, I don't trust you, and I don't trust you. And at this point, yes, I do trust a strange man over you. I'm like, Sana. But I just feel so sorry for Umam Sonto. I feel like she is definitely being done wrong. So yes, Usam Bandla has associated himself with people. So unfortunately, Usam has managed to associate himself with people who are not good at all. The very same man who has tried Ungcobo to eliminate Uvelaphi and actually got Ulandani killed. Oh, Sana, I was laughing watching Inimba and watching Martha grieving. Oh, Sana was like, Martha, just come here. I want to give you a hug. She goes like, now I'm going to raise this child alone. London is not going to be there anymore. I'm going to be by myself. I'm just like, Martha, babe, you really trusted that London was going to be there for you and the baby, right? Didn't you? Yeah, but also Velaphi didn't take the passing of his friend Ulandani too good, you know. He's shattered at this point, he's said, you know. But yeah, guys, those are the news. Do you see Umam Sonto having a beautiful love story here, getting to marry the man of her dreams? Or just do you see Ubaba Mncane Usem just taking over? I honestly see Ubaba Mncane Usem taking over. He is definitely up to no good, and his shenanigans ways will definitely have a huge impact and an issue on Umam Nomsa, since we all know that Umam Nomsa uyazisontela mandla. She wants nothing to do with shenanigans, you know, but church. Yes, Anna, Umam Nomsa uyajola, and she is ashamed. So what if Umam Nomsa ejola bantu azikhuthe kancane? What's the problem? Anyways, already the community is starting to gossip about Umam Nomsa, because, you know, she seems like an honorable woman, you know, not a woman who will be sneaking around. So now I think this will definitely put pressure on Umam Nomsa, because now she is definitely going to demand marriage. I wonder if Umfogazana is ready for the demands that Umam Nomsa is going to make. And I'm just like, go for it when Umam Nomsa. Demand that marriage if you feel like you deserve it. Meanwhile, Umatha is pregnant and baby girl is not bothered by Ulandan, of all people. And so just like, I'm pregnant, and na ke am tseba London, ke tseba side la gae e le soft. Ke re halala girl. And as soon as she told Ulandan that she's pregnant, Sana, the panic in London's eyes, in London's eyes. And I'm just like, yeah, Martha, you're going to raise that baby alone. You are going to be by yourself raising that baby. I do not see London taking responsibility at all. Unfortunately for you, Martha, Siyamthanda told you. Like, Siyamthanda warned you, baby girl. Siyamthanda warned you, Uguti. Hey, Sana. You keeping this baby will bring troubles for you, because Ulandan was some deadbeats and shit, you know. And you could tell, Uguti, oh, Sana, as soon as the baby discussion were brought up, Ulandan was shaking. London was like, me, father, I'm not ready. He ain't ready. What are we gonna do? He ain't ready. Sana, I like how Rebecca dealt with Ndlovu, because that woman was just getting into me, and never have I ever thought I would like Ribs, but I do right now, okay? So Rebecca is kidnapped by Ndlovu in Twaseni, and it seems like Ndlovu has kidnapped another Ntwasana who goes by the name of Dabula Amanzi. Baby girl just want to live in Twaso and go and live her best life outside. But Ndlovu is making it impossible for her. So they came up with a plan to escape. Listen, when they were caught red-handed by Ndlovu, Rebecca reacted, took a spear and stabbed Ndlovu right through Kesana. Now they are on the run, Ribs and Dabulamanzi. And also we have Nandi and Solomzi's drama. Finally, someone took their baby away from them, because both of them are just horrible parents, you know. And I'm just like, I'm glad that someone realized that there is no better parent between Nandi and Solomzi. So yeah, it seems like honestly I do want Solomzi and Unandi to just get a divorce, okay? Because a lot has happened with their short period whereby they've been married for only 2 minutes, but Sana, they've been going through it. They've been going through the length of marriage, and their marriage just lasted shorter than a minute, honestly speaking. So I also was so happy when Solomzi snitched on Ukuma that Nolita, my babe, Kuma did not go through with the plan. Kuma did not execute the plan. Kuma loves Unongleba. Nongleba is still well and alive, okay? Because Ukuma could not go through with it. Because Ukuma still have major, huge feelings for Ononglebo. Because, like, why did Nolita call police on Kuma? Like, why did Nolita do that? So now we all know that Nolita suffers from insecurities. Baby girl's gonna be insecurity. Baby girl is going to be having so much insecurities and so much anger at the fact that her boyfriend just could not go through with eliminating Ononglebo. I'm like, clock it, Solomzi, clock it. Ukuma finally getting the taste of his own medicine. You remember that he took Nandi from his brother. Now that Nandi has left him for another man. I'm like, what did you expect really? What did you expect? Okay, I felt absolutely nothing for Ukuma. Okay, Nandi did exactly what she was supposed to do when it comes to Ukuma and leaving him with the baby and go have her best life with another man's. Okay, now Ukuma is going crazy. Okay, and each and every time she tries to call Unandi, listen, Rebecca want Ukuma though. And for the first time ever, I was on Rebecca's side. I was like, Kuma, marrying Nandi is not a good decision at this point. But Ukuma went ahead and did it and was like, listen, if there is one thing that I'm going to do is to marry Nandi. That's one thing that I will do. I will walk down the aisle with Nandi. And I was just like, okay then, it is what it is. Whomst are we to say otherwise? So whomst are we to say otherwise, really? It's a wedding day. Vaya Shadanam wedding day, Sana. Oh, Sana, tell me why on It's the enemy. Nandi is always in the midst of the drama. Tell me why. Listen, baby girl is getting married and she is supposed to get married to Solomzi. But listen, she still have feelings of the ex. Okay, she's still lingering around the ex. And she seems so confused. She doesn't even know whom to choose. But okay, Sana, we all know that Solomzi loves violence. Violence is going to just result in being violence and being like, okay, so tell me who do you choose? Okay, so tell me who do you choose? Like, putting Unandi in so much pressure is also not advisable. Like, it's not a good advice. It's not advisable to put Unandi under so much pressure. I'm like, oh my goodness, oh my goody, oh my ness. Why is Nandi suffering the heat right now? Why is Nandi being under so much pressure? Unnecessarily so. Unnecessarily so. But Unandi Sana is suffering the heat and she is definitely feeling it, okay? And not Rebecca showing up to the wedding. After she was nicely told, Sana or Rebecca ave a drama, she was nicely told that Lalela Rips, you are not needed, you are not wanted on my wedding, you are not invited. But it seems like Martha needed a +1 and Rebecca was like, Lalela, oh, I am here for you. I'm going to be your +1. I just wonder how will Solomzi feel after finding out that Rebecca is in the wedding. Also, is the wedding going to happen? You know, that's the big ask. That's the big question that we're now sitting with. Is this wedding happening? I don't see it. So I don't see it happening. I just do not see it happening at all. But also, Msada was like, listen, I'm not going to allow you to pressure me, okay? This is the most important decision of my life and I need to make it and I need to be super, 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 super thoughtful about it, and not just take it lightly. And I'm like 100% Samsanda, 100%. You need to really, really think about it, because it is a very, very important decision in your life. But then, Siamtanda, the very same Siamtanda, makes a 160-degree when she shared a kiss with Kuma. You don't understand. Kuma is a pastor. Well, I understand that he is a pastor's Gebengu, but not only is he a pastor, he is Velapi's uncle. You get what I mean? He is Velapi's uncle. Not only is he just a pastor, he's just a pastor. No, he's not. He is Velapi's uncle. And apparently the kiss escalated to other things. And I'm out here judging uSiyamthanda, like lalela weSiyamthanda, oh ngiya crucify mama, like I gege, it cannot be. You are crucified by me. Okay, how do you go to your boyfriend's uncle? Hi gege Siyamthanda, oh, like you are crucified. But luckily, I don't know whether I should say luckily or not luckily, or whatever that you call it, but Nolita, who also happens to be Kuma's wife, found out that his husband has been up to no good whatsoever, absolutely no good, and she's hurt. Above all, she's super, 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 super hurt, and she's like, okay, so this is how we're playing it right now. And Kuma obviously denies, and luckily Nolita kind of saw them sharing a kiss, and she's like, it's okay, you can deny everything, but I saw you guys sharing a kiss. And also Nolita knows that her husband, Kuma, have a reputation of cheating. And I'm like, wow, once a woman knows. Once a woman knows. You can call it woman's intuition, but whatever that you want to call it, once a woman knows, okay? And guess what Nolita does? Nolita does the unthinkable as well, and invites all of them to have dinner together. Siyamthanda was feeling uncomfortable. Okay, you could tell, oh baby girl, the uncomfortability, it was screaming right through her face. But Uvelapi knew absolutely nothing, because Uvelapi was just like, no, this is my girlfriend. I'm really proud of my girlfriend. My girlfriend is well spoken or about, like, she's my favorite person. She's this and she's that. And I'm just like, oh, because you are about to be sad. You are about to find out one of the most saddest news any person deserves, or any person could ever dream of finding out, And I honestly, I am sad. And guess what? In the dinner as well that they were having, Kuma arrives late, and as much as he was caught up in his gangster ways, but we could also tell that he just honestly didn't want to be there for the dinner, because it was going to feel so uncomfortable for him. And he was just like, no, I'm going to make it. Yeah. But you just knew that he didn't want to, but he finally got there so late, so late. And Unolita Naye keeps on throwing jabs at Siyamthanda, like, oh, Siyamthanda, you're such a good girl. You're unlike these other girls who, happens to be messing around with married men and all that. Amahloni uSiyamthanda. I honestly didn't know that the person who deflower uSiyamthanda, it was Kuma. And uSiyamthanda came up with an action in plan to go and pin it all on Uvelapi. I'm like, Siyamthanda Shem, we are definitely an actionable girl. You are definitely an actionable girl, because how did you come up with all of this? How did you, as soon as Toma deflower you, because She knew that she had to pick someone. She had to pick someone about this thing that she has been deflowered. And she quickly thought that Velaphi is a big scapegoat that will fit in nicely in whatever shenanigans that she's doing. And one thing about Samsanda, she have such an innocent face. Like, she have a sweet looking, good looking face. Very good looking. You would never, not in a million years, think of